Alright, hello everyone, my name is Sage and welcome once again back to the Cassette Beasts playthrough here on YouTube. And in today's episode I get, I would say, quite a good decent amount of progress done. Couple of hard fights and some exploring to find some new stuff and some new objectives to complete as well. Hey, without further ado, let's get into the episode itself and see how things go this time. So here we have our objective list open, and we can see here in the menu sheet that we have actually a couple of captain objectives here. So I decided that to start this episode off, I want to go check out these two and see if I can fight these captains and fight them off. Starting off with the Captain Heather objective. So we're gonna head into that highlighted area first and see if we can find her there. Before that though, we get a little bit of dialogue between these two captains.
Not bad. Thanks.
And here from this guy we also hear this rumor about this farm bridge. As I head in that way I actually noticed that there is indeed a bridge this way, but it's, you know, not available to access at the moment because it's all lifted up, so that's why we cannot access it yet to get to this other side here, as you can see. Anyway, now that we're in this area to try to find the Heather, we actually end up finding her in this little island here.
This is Heather,
and we're gonna
with
go
the weather.
give this fight a little shot and see if we can beat her.
Wow. Fabulous.
This fight was a little bit annoying, mainly because of the sidekick that the Heather has in this fight, because this spooky or whatever this thing is called likes to spam this move. I think it was called, avalanche. So it's a little bit annoying because it always in every turn prevents all melee attacks happening, so actually Meredith's monster here is not going to be able to use any of its moves because of that. Thankfully I did have this fire dinosaur guy with the range attacks, but yeah. I will just let the fight roll here and you can see how I just kinda, you know, struggled a bit first with this fight and then realized to adapt into the situation, and you will then see how the rest of the fight went. So I'm gonna return to you once we have completed this fight. Alright, so pretty much here we more or less already have the fight in the back. Once we just got that freaking sidekick beat, then the fight became so much easier because now we're able to actually use any attacks we want to take care of this final enemy of this fight, and just like that, the battle is over and we get the win.
Fabulous!
Next we're gonna head on to find the Captain Gladiola next, which was, her quest area was kinda south from where we found the heather at the very southern part of the island. So I guess we're gonna try to search around more for this coast area and see if we can find her here. So I just kinda glide down from the main island, and we have some interesting smaller islands here in the southern part of the map. So I feel like maybe the Gladiola should be in one of these islands. And here we actually find this small island. We have a little bit of chest here, and then we have a little switch right there on the side of the thing. Up there we have someone, which I assume is going to be the Captain Gladiola. So we just need to get this air running, air current going from the ground. Fortunately it is timed, so I have to be very quick about this. I actually managed to fail this a couple of times because I'm just not very good sometimes with my timing. But I will spoil you that much that this character here in fact is the Captain Gladiola, so we're gonna have a little chat with her and then face her off in a battle and see how this fight will go.
I am Gladiola. In this world, tell me.
So the gimmick with this fight is not that much less annoying than with Heather. The gimmick here is that the enemies use a lot of moves that will raise up their evasiveness or lower my guy's accuracy, and in combination with those two options that prolongs the fight a little bit because, I miss a lot of my attacks with this one. But other than that, it's pretty simple. The enemies do not deal that much damage, and we can deal pretty good damage back at them. So as long as I just get my hits through, we can get this fight done very smoothly, or at least pretty smoothly, I would say. And with the final hit we finally take the last beast out. I said that took a little while because, you know, from the attacks we missed. But hey, in the end we still got this one done as well.
Impressive.
And with that we are done with this quest, and next I'm gonna check out next objective, and that will be this graveyard, because I definitely want to go see what this one will be all about. There was some mention there that there might be some interesting in this area, so definitely want to see if it's another way to another Archangel, or if it's just another captain fight, or something else entirely. The graveyard is right next to us, so it's not really that difficult to find my way here. We have actually some of these traffic crab statues we've seen before, or magic crabs I guess you would say. So I will go test out what happens if I just, you know, turn them all around into the blue state to see if that triggers something. And in fact it does. It gets this staircase open. And right here we actually have an exit switch we can click, and that will actually unlock a path. Looks like it's going to be another kind of a subway area, so probably a next Archangel will be here. As I head in, I think I am more than correct with that there will be something sketchy here, and I'm really gonna guess it's going to be another Archangel. Next I head back to the town though to just kind of recover my team, because we took a lot of beating from those captain fights, and you know, buy some healing items and all that good jazz. And then we're gonna head into that weird looking tomb or whatever it was called and see what we can find there. Alright, based on that text alone, it's 100% sure an Archangel here. And apparently, here is a grave of Meredith. And here we have my grave, which is very promising to say the least. And yeah, this place is actually quite a puzzle and quite a labyrinth. We have this kind of a test from this enemy, bad guy, Archangel probably, to kind of get through this place and, you know, try to find the correct way to go through. The gimmick basically here is that we have to fight our way through these different rooms, and also try to memorize that what way we are going. Because if we go in wrong direction in any room, the game will, or the puzzle will throw me back to the very start of the tomb, and then I'll have to, you know, run through all the rooms again. The game thankfully throws some hints that what might be the right way in case I'll forget or need a hint to find the right way. And I will actually just kind of skip ahead and show you like the last run through this place, which I had to do because I had to run this through a couple of times because I, you know, ended up always going through the wrong doors, and then I had to start it all over again. But I will show you what was like the final path to find the right way here. Alright, so after all that we find this train ticket, which will be our way to get into that Archangel fight. We needed that ticket to unlock the final gate through it. Once again though, first before heading into the Archangel fight, I return back to town to just recover my team. We had this little cutscene with Kaylee and Viola here, and you know, just do the basic preparations once again, and then we head into the fight.
Hey!
Ugh!
Alright, to be honest, this Archangel looks much more intimidating and scary than what it in actuality is. This fight was not that much of a problem. Like, the biggest annoyance with this thing is it used the ritual, which was the same thing that one of those boss fights used in the Gwen's theme park. So the ritual was the ability that made it so that when the enemy goes down, it comes back to life with a little bit HP, but thankfully it cannot use it more than once. So yeah, that's why this fight dragged on slightly longer than it should have gone. But I'm just gonna let the fight roll here so you can see for yourself that we are definitely doing good damage here, and we can take this thing down in okay pace, I would say. And finally, the boss goes down. So yeah, it wasn't too hard hitting or anything like that, it just took a little while, but we were able to take it out in quite okay condition, I would say, nonetheless. And with that, we are pretty much done for today's episode. We got 2 captains beaten and 1 archangel, so I would say that's pretty good progress for a single episode. Next time we're gonna pick up some of those other quest objectives we have still available, and hope that will lead us into to find. I think we still have like 2 more captains to beat. I don't know how many more archangels, but hopefully we can find something about them in the next episode as well. But anyway, as said, that's going to be all for today's episode. Thank you for watching this episode of my Cassette Beasts playthrough. If you enjoyed this part, remember to like the video, comment down any thoughts you might have below in the comment field about the game, or if you have any other comments in mind, let me know. And of course, if you're new viewer here, remember to subscribe to support the channel. And as always, I will see you all with the future videos. For now, it's bye bye.